Welcome to program Tech Transformation for Women Returnees, powered by Jobs for Her Foundation, and also uh, KDEM, Karnataka Digital Economy Mission. Right? So today's session is about goal setting and SWOT. So how you achieve your goals one step at a time through our SMART method. Okay, so what are the learning objectives? The first objective is to understand the process and methodology of goal setting, practice goal setting, and finally ensure proper goal alignment. Now, goals. You all have heard of goal setting? Have you heard about goal setting? How many of you here? We
Yes,
have
ma'am.
77 people here. How many of you have set goals and achieved them?
Uh, yes, ma'am. From our childhood onwards, during we have to set our goals during our studies. Also, in our high school, we need to we will set a goal, and we strive a lot to achieve our goals in studies, in job, and to get a rank, good ranks in every way of our life. Not only in studies, in everything, we will set a goal and try to reach of them to try our best.
Right. So, Sai Lakshmi, can you
Yes, ma'am.
share one goal, your recent one goal that you have set and you have achieved it?
Yes, ma'am. um, Actually, from the past, actually coming to my life, I had a career break of 3 years due to
Yeah.
I had to take care of my baby and pregnancy issues. And from the past 6 months, I have trying for my restart my career. I had a experience of 4.6 years in testing domain. So I put a goal to again to enter to appear for the interviews and to get a job. And I recently got a job in Geo Bangalore also.
Oh, very
That's a
nice.
achievement, yes. But because of my baby and due to its complications, I need to take care of my baby. For that reason, I need to choose for a remote work, like work from home job. So for that reason, I rejected that offer and I need to stay with my baby. So I'm still looking and trying a lot for the opportunities which give me opportunity to work in a remote career.
Got it. All right. Anybody else? Thank you for sharing, Sai Lakshmi. Anybody else would like to share any recent goal that you have set and you have achieved?
Yes, I have myself Sahiti. Recently, my goal was to lose my weight from
Mhm.
93 kgs. I have lost almost 14 kgs. Now my weight is 79 kgs. And this
Wow.
is one of the achievement I have means that goal set I have made, and still I'm working on it. And recently I had a long gap of around 8 years. And in 2022, I had worked in one of the MNC as a software engineer in testing domain. And due to my babies, the same thing for all the women. Due to baby, I need to stop working over there and looking for the other opportunities.
Awesome. So, Sahiti, you said that you have lost 14 kgs of weight, right? That was your goal and you have achieved. Can you tell me what were the few things you did to
The main thing
ensure
is,
this?
yeah, the main thing is lifestyle. Most of the women lose hope after having babies. They don't take care of themselves. They depend completely on the family. Means everyone are dependent on the babies, but sorry, everyone are dependent on the ladies, but not on themselves. They don't care about themselves.
Yeah.
They just give everything, set right everything for the family and all that. The lifestyle is the main thing that we have to concentrate, and the other is when we are eating, what we are eating.
Okay, so I will just rephrase my question. So, see, now you wanted to achieve this goal. So, can you
Yeah.
tell me what were the few things where you dedicated? Did you use any kind of, writing journals, or did you create a chart for yourself, or how did you break it down into like how did you achieve this 14 kgs? Did you have a monthly goal?
Yes, yes, yes. On monthly basis, I have to lose around 4 kgs, 3 to 4 kgs. So to make this, I had made a timetable.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah, timetable, what I have to do in a day, completely composed manner. And Each and everything should be tracked down. Make a note of it. What are the things which I have not done also?
Right.
I made a note of that. And next day I should not repeat this. This is a big thing for anyone human being to achieve, to not make the same mistake again and again.
Yes, so I will hold on to this thought of not making the same mistake again and again, and I wanted the other participants also to remain to have this thought in the mind. So when we come to goals, okay, a lot of us have set goals. I'm acknowledging all the messages in the chat as well, but everybody tells us to set a goal, but nobody tells us how we can set that goal, right? We need a proper pathway. Okay, we all feel that, okay, I want a job. That is everybody's goal here. Yes. Am I making
Yes.
sense? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody's goal is to
Make
Get
get
a
a job.
get a job. So what have you done for yourself is you have got yourself enrolled into this program. Okay. So that is the first step that you have taken. Through this program, slowly you will be getting different paths. Now, say for example, you're traveling. Okay, you from your location to maybe another city you are traveling. So when you start the car from your location, immediately will you reach that city? Do we have Doraemon's anywhere door?
No.
No, right? So we will have to pass through various cities. We might stop for breakfast, we might stop for lunch, etc. Right? Then finally we will reach somewhere. So we all put Google Maps. Everybody is familiar with Google Maps?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So now in your life, I want you to become a Google Map. How will you become a Google Map? Okay. Now you have used Google Maps. Say, for example, sometimes the map is asking you to take a left. Okay. And you are not aware of that left and you take a straight. What will the map do? Yes,
Will
Chandrika, unmute
reroute.
your.
It will redirect.
Reroute.
Reroute.
Redirect.
Can I hear that? Redirect, reroute,
Yeah, reroute.
Yes.
reroute. Yes.
Reroute. Yes.
Yes.
It will reroute.
Everybody is with me on this rerouting, redirecting.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So does Google then tell you in a very harsh voice, you don't have sense? When I told you to take left, okay, you didn't take a left. You went straight. Now I'm rerouting and you better listen to me going forward. Does it tell you that?
No.
No, ma'am.
It will say I'm rerouting. It might take you 5 minutes or 10 minutes more, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So in your life, be like a Google map. You are going on a path. Okay. Sometimes it might derail. See, we don't know how things will figure out for us. Okay, we all might have children. I don't know what is your reason for a break. Okay. But if your reason for a break is maybe childbirth, or to take care of some other issues in your life, or take care of your elderly parents, or whatever reason your break is. Are we sure that the break, once we come back to job, these things will not fan out again or something new might not come back? Things, we are living in a volatile world, correct? Some of you who were working during COVID would have lost their jobs in COVID. Did you envision that you will ever lose your job before 2020?
No.
None of us, right? All this online thing was not even there. We didn't have online classes, online training, online sessions, nothing was there. So one good thing that fanned out of the pandemic was the online thing and the remote work jobs. So in your life, you have started working on this path where you are going to be technically sound now. Technical knowledge is given to you. Along with it, all the other soft skills are also given to you. So you are ready with this armor. You have started walking. Okay. Sometimes it might so happen that there can be something that can change. So what you have to do that time? Stop? What do you have to do? I can't hear. Be loud.
You have to cling on it and move ahead, move forward, no matter whatever is the situation. You have to keep clinging to it.
Yes. Can we all reroute?
Ma'am, we have to reroute.
Yes, we have.
We have to pivot and we have to reroute. Right? So can you please write that down in your book if you're using a book? So we are all going to reroute ourselves. We are not going to stop. Yes? Can I hear a huge yes? Let us build some energy in this session.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
all are going to reroute ourselves. Okay. So moving on to our goals, there are three levels of goals that we normally have. One is our life goal. Then when we have a life goal, okay, we can break it down into smaller goals to achieve that life goal. Okay, I'm inviting three people to share what is your life goal. What is the life goal that you have? Geeta, would you like to share? You're on mute, dear. Yes.
Hi, Bijal. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning,
Yeah.
Geeta.
Life goal at the moment is to aggressively look for training myself and get a job. I think that's the immediate priority. And
Okay.
get financial independence, be able to take better decisions in life. So these are what I see as immediate goals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vidya, what is your life goal?
Hello. Hi, everybody there.
Hi.
My goal is to be what do you call so, manager, better managerial position than I was ever earlier. So I was a teacher. I want to educate everybody whatever I know. I came from the background of technical as well as managerial and admin. So I feel everything has to be educated to the children. So I'm looking for a platform wherein I can mix everything in an equal ratio and help the next generation. That is my goal for my life.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. I want one more person to share. Asta?
Yeah, hi ma'am, good morning.
Hi.
Ma'am, my recent goal is I just left Byju's in the month of March.
Mhm.
So I left it because not because I wasn't happy with it. I was very happy with it, but teaching job is very stagnant. Like there is not proper growth. And I, being in BTech and MTech, I also want to earn more, and I want to buy my own house. I want to buy my own car. So that is my goal.
Wow.
And especially
Right.
taking care of my parents. Like I should be able to take care of my parents, not only my brother. That's it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Right. So, what I hear all of you say is, some of you, your big picture goal is tied to your immediate goal, isn't it?
Yes.
So you get a job to start with, and then you will finally be able to decide on your life goal. So can I say that everybody's goal, life goal, is to be financially stable, maybe be independent and wealthy?
Yes.
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 Yes,
Yes.
I can't hear you guys. Can
Yes.
we have 90
Yes.
people, guys? I
Yes,
mean,
ma'am.
yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes.
I hear.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's do this small activity. So how does your retirement look like? Okay, this is one question I have for all of you. What I want you to do is use your notebook and pen. Whatever you're going to write now, okay, it is not written in stone, so you can always rework on this question. But right now, I can give you around 3 minutes. Maybe I just say 2 minutes should be enough. 2 minutes is enough to write this? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. So in 2 minutes, I want you to just tell me, how does your retirement look like? So you can just imagine yourself that today you're retired. So what all you have on in your bank?
Ma'am,
How
can
much
I
of
share my
cash?
thoughts on this question? Actually, I have this plan. I'm been planning for this since 2 years.
Okay.
Actually, I have a retirement plan. Like I have to buy a small house where I myself is the only person have to be in that house, surrounding with beautiful plants, and which was only gardening by myself, like that, a small piece of area, and I was the only person who had to be settled in that area. This was my retirement plan since 2 years. I don't know
Perfect.
how it work in future.
So we'll just wait for others also to finish. Chandrika, thank you so much for sharing this. And I'm really very glad that you've already thought about this.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. Have you guys heard or read Stephen Covey's 7 Habits?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So
Yes.
you
7 Habits of Effective
read
People.
that book.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. So Shruti, from that book, can you just tell me one habit that is your favorite?
Seek to understand rather than being understood. That point is very much, first I should try to understand myself. Then once I understand, the change of, perspective on others will get changed.
Yes. Right. So there is another habit which says keep the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind. Right? So why I'm asking you to do this exercise is primarily because I want you to see yourself. Say you retire at the age of 60. Okay. So what are some of the assets you have built by then? So Chandrika will have a farmhouse. Okay. That is what she's aspiring for. And when you're writing this, please write it in the present tense and use only positive words. So I have a farmhouse, which is of 4,000 square feet, which has these plants. And I have a villa. I have 2 cars. One is BMW, one is Mercedes, or whatever cars you want. I have this much of bank balance. I have recently come back from a vacation. And where did you have this vacation? You can put in your favorite place. Are we done?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm talking about 7 habits of highly effective people. Okay, I would recommend this book to all of you. I put that in the chat window. All right. Anybody would like to share? How does your retirement look like? Payaswini Hegde?
Can I talk?
Yes.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah. So I always, imagine myself, leading a very happy and healthy life after the retirement, or right now, currently also. The same, goes with the future life as well. And I'm still studying astrology and counseling along with IT skills. So people are coming to me for more guidance and some suggestions. So I'm planning for the same, having a own house. I'm already having it. So need a small space, especially for helping the society as well as for myself. So big motive is happy and leading a happy and healthy life. That's it. And if in case I get a monetary support, would like to help along with the money to the society.
Yeah. Okay. We will
That's
talk about this more. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah.
Spurti CR, you raised your hand. Can you come on video, dear, if it's possible?
Oh, sorry, don't mind. I just have a baby on my lap, so I just
Okay,
thought
sure,
not.
sure. No worries, no worries, no worries.
Okay. Actually, my goal is to be an entrepreneur with a well-established company in my hand, and my retirement life has to be like a established company with at least 150 to 200 members of employees and a farmhouse, and also like have to travel around the world wherever possible. This is my retirement life. What I have goal for.
Oh, very nice. Thank you so much for sharing, Spurti. When somebody's talking, can we just give them a applause? Even for Payaswini? Yes, can we all clap? So what will happen is, it'll boost their confidence. Yes, so I'm just acknowledging two messages that has come on the chat by Neha K. First is by Neha K. I will have a house and there I'm living with my family peacefully. Also, she has sufficient bank balance to support her kids' higher education. Neha Sharma says she's working in her nursery with, I think she means plants. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I just thank you. So she's working in a nursery with her plants and selling them to people who want them and providing the tips to maintain plants. So Neha, you are into gardening. That's good. Usha says she has lots of money to take care of all her family needs and she visits a lot of places and have a healthy lifestyle. Sudeepni says financially stable, going on vacations, physically and mentally fit and healthy, available for my kids, serving by educating needy kids. Wow. So what I hear lovely here is people are not only wanting to do something for themselves, but I see a lot of people want to do charity to help out people. That's amazing, right? I really applaud everybody here for that sentiment. Asta, you have something to say?
Yeah, ma'am. So, like in my retirement, I just want to have like 4, 5 houses of my own. So, in which one I could live and other I could rent out so that I can get an income out of it. And I want to be physically available for my children and my grandchildren so that physically and financially also, so that I'm able to help them. And one more thing, I want to work after my retirement also, maybe for 1 hour or 2 hours because I like working and it makes me more confident.
Okay. So let me ask you all one question. Okay. Uh, you all would have seen your grandparents, I suppose,
Yes.
right? So your grandmother especially, uh, until they were unwell, did they retire from kitchen?
No.
No. Right. So first of all, retirement is a not an Indian concept at all.
True.
Yes, I
True.
agree with you.
So earlier, our parents, their fathers, our grandparents, great grandfathers, they all were into trade, right? Indians mostly were into trading. So retirement was never a question at all. Till the end, people used to work with gray hair, with white hair, with no hair. Everybody used to work, right? So retirement is not our concept, first of all. And uh, all of you have given me beautiful retirement options. I just want you to, okay, is my volume slow? Am I audible to others?
Yes.
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. Khushbu, can you please, if it is continuing for you, then can you please log out and log in once again? Maybe that will resolve the issue for you. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, please put a number, please put specifications. As we move ahead, you will understand the need for making these goals or these ideas very, very specific. Okay. So one thought that I want to seed into all of you today is your thoughts are very, very powerful. Okay. I'm sure you all would have had this experience in your life that sometimes when you have thought something negative, it happens. Yes? Yes, no, maybe? Priya, have you had this experience in your life? When you thought something, it happened?
Uh, yes, yes. In the past,
It can
maybe.
be very small things. I'm not talking about big things like, but
If I think positive, then positive things happens with me.
yes. So do we normally think positive? How many thoughts we get in a day? Any idea?
60,000.
Sorry?
Where I have heard 60,000.
60,000 thoughts. Yes, that's absolutely right. We get around 60,000 thoughts. Okay. How many are positive? We don't know. Negative, many, isn't it? This might happen, that might happen. This is not good, that is not good. What if this happens? So, whatever you hold in your mind, guys, that will happen in your life. So, nobody is responsible for whatever is happening in your life right now. You can change it by the way you change your thoughts. So, how do goals work? So, firstly, goals allow us to determine what we want to achieve. It helps us define steps and directs us towards that achievement. Whenever you have set a goal, when you set a goal, you want to succeed or you don't want to succeed? Internally, what you feel? We
We
want to
want to
succeed,
succeed.
How to
right?
succeed.
And when we don't have our own goals, what will we do?
We will try to achieve that.
When we don't have our own goals, we will help others.
Will help others to succeed.
Yeah. So we already know. See, you might all of you have a best friend, one best friend.
Yes.
Yes. Have you given her or him or them an advice that you are good at this? Why don't you do this?
Yes.
Yes. How many times that advice has come to yourself from yourself?
Too many
Many
times.
times.
Many times we got.
Many times. It would have come. Definitely it would have come. But action, only words
Very less.
and no action.
Yes.
Right? So now is the time for you to do that action for yourself. We have helped others. A lot of people we have helped. Right? We already know that, okay, this person is good at this person can come out of this like this, etc. So I'm taking a moment. Yes, so Akhila says, Akhila, so you have helped your husband achieve his goals? Yes, okay, great. So Paswini says most of the times only negative works and less positive. Yes, this is another phenomena. So why I'm talking about all this, I'm sure you have read my bio. So I'm a master's in counseling psychology. And I have realized and I have met a lot of people. I do life coaching as well. So I've met a lot of people and they tell me that when I'm thinking negative, no, Bijal, it works. But I'm not able to think positive. Right? Does it happen?
Yes.
Yes,
Ma'am, it
most of the
happens.
times it happens, ma'am.
It happens.
Yes.
So,
Even myself, as well as my feedback
yes.
taken from others as well. So during some period of time, right, because of your environment or situations, right, tend to think more negative things, and that works. And once, I mean, if you think some 100 positive thoughts may not work also, even a
Okay.
single thought.
Okay.
Even for myself, negative thoughts comes out of nowhere, but I have to concentrate and focus on thinking positive. So
Okay.
I'm practicing it, thinking like positive every day, so that it won't affect my health, mental health, and emotional health.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Asima. I mean, you've been very vulnerable and just opened up and told us this. Thank you so much. So, okay, when you're thinking negative, okay, there's one negative thought that has come up. How much of time do you spend on that negative thought? and how much of time you spend on a positive thought. Is there time on the negative thought more? It could be in seconds or minutes also.
No, that repetitively comes
It's a human tendency to think negative
It is
all
a
the
yes,
time.
it is a human tendency to think negative. And why?
So
I just think about the Stone Age time. Why do we have this tendency to think negative?
To save ourselves from the animals or threats, whatever it comes to our ways.
Yes. So our mind is designed in such a way to keep the negative aspects intact so that we don't have similar experiences. Let me give you a very simple example. As children, we all have burnt our finger once.
Yes.
Fire? Yes. After that first experience of fire, did you go and put your finger again in fire?
No.
Do we do that?
No.
No.
Why?
No.
Because it has given us a bad experience.
It's a bad experience.
It was thought
And
of that it
can
is.
I say that our mind has retained that memory?
Yes.
Yes. So, and why? Can I call it survival?
Yes.
Right? If my mind forgets that, fire burns, every other day, I might be ending up putting my finger in the fire. Correct? Similarly, now I'm tying all this, okay, to our psyche or how psychologically we think. Whenever we have one negative thought, with that one thought, there will be hundreds and thousands of other thoughts that will get connected to that one negative thought. Isn't it? But we are not practicing positive manifestation or positive visualization. So now, for example, I feel that I might be late to work today. Okay. That is one negative thought that has come to me. What will be the next thought? If I'm late to work, okay, what could it, how this will happen? Maybe I'll miss my bus or my cab will not come. My cab will come. I might, the tire might get punctured. Okay, so I might reach office late. If I'm reaching late, maybe I'm not being able to attend the client meeting. And if I'm not able to attend the client meeting, the client is upset, my boss is upset. At the end, it will affect my appraisal. And this year I'm planning to buy a house. So if my appraisals are not good, that extra money will not come in. So I will not be able to buy a house this year. Then again, next year I have to wait. So you see, just one thought of me going late to office. How many thoughts came to me?
5, 6.
Yeah. Like these are just few thoughts, but we will think beyond this. And I think I took more than a minute. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. So all you have to do is start practicing to think positive. Okay. When you will all get negative thoughts, we all will get negative thoughts.
Hello, Vijay. Hello,
Yes.
Vijay. Sorry to
Yes.
interrupt you in between.
Yes, Hershakti.
As you told me that you are working as a psychic human psychology domain, so I just wanted to even you are telling that start thinking positive. As a qualification, as a knowledge level, whenever I saw the people who are below me in the knowledge level, I'm not comparing myself with their knowledge level, but I know inside that yes, I am better than them. Okay, but whatever position they are having at this moment, which is I am not in that position, that comes in my mind, that negative thought starting come into my mind. How to get rid of that problem?
So can you just, is this a recent experience?
Yeah, recently from past 1 year, actually, I am working as an assistant professor before my marriage. After my marriage, I have to leave my job and I came to Bangalore. And after that, previously, some of my co-participant has already said that the teaching line is not that much growing. There is no growth. Okay, so whenever I come in this city where I can get the opportunity to come into the tech field, because qualification wise I am MTech, I have completed my BTech, I am technology wise I'm sounded, I know that, but whatever the experience the other candidate have, they are working in a very good package, they are working in a very good company, but I am not getting a single break from the company because my experience is not they are not I am ready to start as a fresh. Okay, I am ready to drain out my experience and starting as a fresh, even if I'm not getting any single call. So that kind of thought started to come into mind, that how can I be positive.
Right.
Always the
So,
negative thought started to coming into my mind.
yes. So, Harshita, thank you for bringing this up. So, I would like to tell you that I have also worked with three universities in the past in Bangalore itself. BMSIT, Presidency University, and Nitya Meenakshi. So I completely understand, that teaching profession is a very thankless profession. People are not thankful, and the pay is also not that great. And though you are an assistant professor, also even if you get there, also it is quite less. So negativity will definitely, this negative thoughts will definitely come into your mind, but you will have to work towards it. See, now that you are into this platform, what made you take up this opportunity of getting into this Hershakti program?
The hope that maybe I can, after this training, maybe I can get a job. That is why
Yes.
I'm here.
Yes. So this program came to you because maybe you have thought uh, quite well about getting a job for yourself in the technical field. You have analyzed it very well that teaching is not something that is giving you the kind of joy that you are expecting from it. So the thought of you getting into the technical field got you this Hershakti program, right? So
Okay.
our thoughts are very, very important.
Okay.
Immediately, it is not a fast food. So we
Mhm.
are in fast food, we go, say here in Bangalore, if we go and we say idli vada, they will just give you idli vada, everything is made, it is eaten, and within 15 minutes you're on your go. Okay, thoughts don't work like that. You will have
Okay.
to water them nicely. Every single day you are sitting and thinking a good thought, a positive thought. It will definitely happen. So everything is about your frequency. Have you all used radios or seen radios?
Yeah.
Yes. If you want to listen to a Hindi song, there is a frequency.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
If you want to listen to a regional, say Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Marathi, whichever location you are in, do you have to change the frequency?
We have to tune in ourselves according to the frequency.
Yes,
Hmm.
absolutely right. So whichever frequency, if you are in the frequency of self-doubt, what will you attract? More self-doubting situations. If you are in the frequency of, that I will get a job, what will you get?
Job.
Some
Job,
break somewhere.
right? So next time when your thoughts come in, imagine the radio, okay? And imagine this huge button on that radio, and this negative thought comes, turn that button, roll that. Is it good enough visualization for all of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vijan.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So let's move ahead. We can have various kind of goals. See, we are women, so we will not settle just for one, right? Because we are designed and wired to do multiple things at the same time. Okay. That comes with our, why God has made us like this, or why the nature has created us like this, is because we have a task of reproducing. Correct? So when we have that huge task, we have to be a multitasker. That makes us different than the men. So now women want to be equal to men. Women can never be equal to men. We are always higher than men because we can do much more things because we are wired like that. I'm not telling men are lower. I'm just trying to say that when you're talking about equality, don't think yourself to be lower. Okay, so we might have various goals, personal goals, professional. Personal goals could be related to your health, related to your body, related to your upskilling, knowledge. Then you have your professional and financial goals. Most of you here spoke about financial goals, right? What you want in your life. At the end, everybody wants. See, we all have one thing in common, guys. We don't want to ask anybody for money. Am I right when I say this?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely right.
Yes,
Absolutely right, ma'am.
absolutely right. Yes.
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 We don't want to ask anybody for money. When we go to that mall, we don't want to see the tag. We like something, we pick it up.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
We
It
all
should be.
want that life.
Basically, we
Yes.
all have working.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
mean, everyone is on break, right? So everyone used to earn their own money. We all are financially independent once upon a time, but now we are not. We have to ask money for our husbands, or we are dependent in someone. That is a very, very unexplicable thing for me.
Yeah. So I understand where you're coming from. I have a break of 8. I had a break of 8 years in my career. So from 2008 to 2015, I was not working because I was raising my two children, two beautiful kids that God gave me. So I had
Same here.
taken this break. Yeah. So I would just say that if somebody can do it, you can do it. So I am an NLP master trainer. So I am into NLP as well. So NLP is neuro linguistic programming, and we believe that if somebody can do it, you can do it too. It's just that how much of dedication you're putting into it and how specific you are. So we all have this financial goal of being financially independent, right? So that is something we will be working on through our professional goal. Once we have a job, we will save money, we will spend some money, and then we will also do everything that we wish to do. Spiritual goals, yes, we can, some of us can have spiritual goals. We definitely have role-based goal. We can be a parent, you can be a spouse, you can be a child to your parents, you can be a boss, you can be a subordinate. So based on your role, also you will have goals. And then you have your priority based goal. Now, everybody's priority based goal in this session is to get a job. That is your priority. Goals can also be short term, medium term, or a long term goal. Then we have operational goals, improvement goals, developmental goals. So there are all goals, goals, goals. Okay. By large, why I'm talking about different kind of goals is next time when you think of a goal, you can just put this in any of these brackets. Okay, so say I want to lose weight, and then you can put in the bracket, you can put personal goal. What I would invite all of you to do is start journaling. Take a book, take any normal book, not a diary, not a fancy book. Every day when you get up, maybe you don't have a time that time, but every day, whatever time you have, write down personal goal and professional goal. You can start with 3 personal goals, 3 professional goals, or start with just 1 personal, 1 professional goal. Every day you're just writing the date and you're writing the same goals every single day. What are you doing here? You are feeding this to your subconscious mind. Making sense? Is anybody doing this journaling in this cohort?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So do this. It's just a tip. I do this every day. I see that after some time, few goals are out of the book and new goals will take their place. So this is a very powerful exercise that you can do. Moving on to SMART goals. SMART would stand for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So all of you told your goals, right? Your retirement, you told me how your retirement is going to be. Now try to make that more specific. So somebody said, I want to have 4 houses. So When you say 4 houses, if I am taking that goal, I want to have 4 houses in 4 cities or in the same city, which location, how many BHK, what is the square feet? Do you want independent houses or should it be a flat? When you give me all these things, then it becomes a specific goal. Again, it has to be measurable. You will be able to measure. So if you have 4 flats or 4 houses, it means that yes, you have achieved your goal. Is it achievable? So this is what you told me sometime back was your retirement goal, right? So do you think in the next 25, 30 years, whatever is your age, assuming that your age is 35 right now, you might, people think 60 is the age for retirement. Okay. So 25, 30 years, will you be able to achieve this goal? So if I tell I want to fly, that is not an achievable goal. Who knows, with technology, we can do that also. But currently it is not achievable. Is it relevant to you? So when we set goals, it has to be very relevant to us. So right now you want a job. That is a very relevant kind of a goal. And then we move it to time bound. So when we say time bound, everything that we do in this world involves time, isn't it? So we would have heard this from our grandparents. When the right time comes, it will happen. Yes. So we might think that, okay, somebody who was working with us or our junior is now a CEO or a CTO of a company. It is their time. So we all have our own time. But when we are setting a goal, you have to set a timeline. So you want a job. So you all started, when did you start this cohort? You started on the 23rd, correct?
Yes.
23rd of April. So in the next 3 months, you'll finish this. May, June, you'll finish. So maybe by August end, 23rd of August, 2024, by then you should be able to get a job. So you give your own time frame. Or you can tell by Jan 2025, I will have a job. Or some people are very, they are very quick. They want it immediately. So they'll say, okay, by July, I have a job. Whatever is your time frame that is sitting well with you, you can just put that. Is this clear how the SMART goal works? Any questions anybody has, you can please ask. Shubha, no, journaling really helps. So don't have any wrong notion. Just do it, but religiously do it every day. I'm not recommending the same time, but do it. You will see the change. Okay, so PC2, can you rename yourself? PC2, can you explain again? Okay, let me do one thing. Let me play a short video for you that will explain the SMART goals. Is this audible for everybody?
Yes. Yes, ma'am, it's audible.
Yes, ma'am.
If you want to succeed, you need to set goals. Without them, you lack focus and direction. They also provide you with a benchmark to determine whether or not you are actually succeeding at them. We all struggle sometimes to achieve our plans, and it's not that we lack the effort, but our goals are not structured efficiently. To accomplish your objective, you need to know how to set it up properly. You can't simply say, I wish I could make more money, and expect it to happen. A goal without a plan is just a wish. It is also important to recognize that not all objectives are created equal. So today I'll explain the SMART method of goal setting and how it will amplify your chances of actually succeeding. Let's get started. S stands for specific. We all have plenty of dreams and goals, but most of them are all generalized and vague, so we don't really know how to achieve them. Your goal must be clear and well defined. You can only get to where you want by defining precisely how you will get there. For example, let's take a look at this generalized wish. I want to be healthier, or I want to have a better body. What does all of this even mean? It's super vague and not specific enough. A better example would be, I'll replace drinking soda with water. I'll also be going to the gym 3 times a week for 45 minutes. You could be even more specific. 3 times per week could mean every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Every time at 3 p.m. Make it as specific as possible so you know what exactly you're going to be focusing on. M stands for measurable. Tracking the progress of your goal is an important part of keeping you motivated. It allows you to set milestones that you can celebrate when you achieve them and reevaluate when you don't. If your goal is simply defined as lose weight, how will you know when you have been successful? You need to define exactly how much weight you want to lose. A much better goal would be, I want to lose 10 pounds. This way you have something to aim for and you can even set smaller milestones along the way. Basically, you break that big objective into other smaller objectives. So if you think that 10 pounds is too much, you should break it down into manageable pieces. First aim for 3 pounds, then another 3, all the way up to 10. It's the progress that keeps us motivated, so if you don't have a way to measure it, you will fail with your ambition. A stands for attainable. Make sure that it's possible to achieve the dreams you set for yourself. Far too many people fall into the trap of setting impossible goals. While they may push you forward for a while, you will almost certainly end up giving up on them. Instead of being impossible, your goals should be challenging yet achievable. There's nothing wrong with shooting for the stars, as you might end up at the moon. However, unless you want to burn out, it's much more efficient to take small steps. For example, making $1 million by the end of the month is impossible if you can't even pay your bills. A much more attainable goal would be making extra $100 by the end of the month. Once you have achieved that, you can go a step further and try making extra $200. You don't want to set yourself up for failure by trying to go far beyond the bounds of possibility. It will only make you miserable. R stands for relevant. Your plans should be relevant to the direction you want your life and career to take. A common issue we face is having too many goals at the same time, or pursuing the wrong goals. Unless your plan is relevant to your overall life plan, achieving it may not accomplish anything. So if you look at my example, I wanted to learn French because I loved the way it sounded. However, I realized that learning the language would be completely useless for me. I barely know anyone that speaks French and I don't really need to use it anywhere. So I stopped learning it as it was taking too much of my time while I was getting nothing out of it. Becoming fluent in French would be nice, but it is currently not relevant to my overall life plan. So ask yourself why you want to achieve your goal before you commit to it. T stands for time bound. This is one of the most important factors. Your plans must have a deadline. If you don't set a time limit, you have basically unlimited time to achieve your goals. When you are working on a deadline, your sense of urgency increases and you're more likely to achieve your goal. Think of your time in school. You had a whole month to write an essay, and yet it was done in the last 2 days. It's because the deadline was right around the corner, so you had no choice but to do it. So whenever you set a goal, keep a time limit in mind as it will push you to actually work on it. Now you know how to set SMART goals. But there's one last thing. Most people think that goal setting is a one-time event. Like you set your goals once and you're done. However, it's actually an ongoing process. It never ends. Your plans will need evaluation and revision, so it's important to stay flexible.
All right. So I hope everybody has understood what is a SMART goal. Yes. Yes, PC, one person has mentioned in the chat window. Did you understand? Yeah, PC2. Did you understand? Okay. Yes. So, okay, PC2 is Khushbu Jain. Okay. Khushbu, I hope it is clear for you. So, this is your one assignment I want you to do. Please write down your goal in the smart way. Okay. So, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Is this clear? You can take a picture of this. All right. Moving on to something called prioritization. Now, we all know that there are certain things that are priority, right? And can you tell me in your life, when have you used this? Do you use this prioritization?
Every day.
Every day, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
we do.
We do use the Eisenhower's matrix. We don't actually create a matrix in our as such, but whatever is important and urgent, we do it immediately. If something is important but not urgent, then we decide, schedule a time to do it. Something that is not important and not urgent, that you can always delegate to someone. And not important and not urgent, those kind of tasks you can delete. Now, this matrix becomes very, very important for all of you because you are on a journey of completing this program. Okay, so in this journey, what will happen is you will have to figure out all the not important and not urgent tasks and delete them. Okay, moving ahead, this is the most important part of the session, which is called the SWOT. Has anybody done SWOT in your in the past?
No,
SWOT
ma'am.
stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Anybody? Okay. Amrita, which slide do you want me to display? This slide? The SMART goals slide? Okay, I'm just looking at the chat. Yes, okay. So I've displayed this slide for you. All right. Yes. So anyone tell me that you have done your your SWOT? Anybody has done SWOT? Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Okay. Right. So let me just explain this. It is very simple. This is related to your own strengths. So what are few things that you can do very well in your life? It can be technical as well as non-technical. Your weaknesses are something internal that is stopping you from moving ahead. What you can improve. Say, for example, if your communication is your weakness, you cannot communicate, you cannot network with people, that becomes your weakness. Opportunities stem out from your strength. So I'm sure all of you have taken up the tech program after seeing your strengths, isn't it? Or you would have taken this program based on your opportunities. So recently we had one example of one person in the cohort taking up this course because from a teacher, she wants to move into the tech field. Okay. So can you tell me what did she do? Is she working on her strength or she's working on because of her opportunities? What would you
Opportunity.
call this?
Opportunity.
Opportunity.
Yeah. It is opportunity and strength also because she mentioned she is a MTech. Right? So her strength is MTech and she's looking, the opportunity is the growth of tech. And your threats would be something external. Okay, so for example, can anybody give me a threat which is external, before I give you an example?
Yes,
Question.
asking me that you have no industrial experience because you were in teaching field. That is
Yes.
right. The obstacle which I am getting in my.
Yes. Absolutely right. Your threats can be anybody who has a recent experience, anybody who does not have a break, freshers. So, say, supposing you are coming into the tech field for the first time. So, you will also be a fresher. But people might have a bias. They might not want to take in returnees. People might feel freshers are better than taking women returnees. So, all these are biases. Okay, that can also be a threat. Another
Al-
threat would be
Also the age
age.
factor.
Yes. Age can also, see, age is not a threat. I would not call it a threat. I would just try to call it maybe your own weakness that you think that age is something that is stopping you. Another,
No, the thing is, I don't feel like I'm that aged now because I want to learn new things. And the same reason I'm learning, I've upskilled myself. And I'm also in the similar situation, I have been an educator throughout my career life, and I want to get into this tech field to get an experience. And also now I feel like I'm 45 plus. Will it be easy for me to get into that facing interviews and all those questions? Why do you want to do
right,
it now?
right. See,
Like
this is again a
my
bias in the
son
society, right?
is getting into job this year.
Mm.
So will I be compared with a fresher of that age?
See, all this will, we cannot change. Can you change this? Can we change this? We cannot change this. So I recently have a client, and there is one person who has joined the client very recently. She is 52 years old, and she and her son is working in the US. Both of them are working on .NET. She is working here and her son is working in the US, right? So yes, all these factors do matter. Okay, but we'll have to look past all these things and move ahead. I quickly want you all, I will show you the video a little later. I quickly want you all to draw your SWOT. So put in your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities and threats. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to do that. Please don't worry. In the next session, okay, I'm going to help you dissect your SWOT. So just draw in, put in one strength, one weakness, one opportunity and threat, and tell me if you are facing any difficulty. For now, just give me one. One strength that converts into immediate opportunity for you. And what is one weakness that you think you need to work on? And what is one threat? Shruti says we are competitors to our children. Yes. A lot of times, also, if people know, they feel during the interview, if they feel you are smarter, even then you don't get jobs. If they see you as a threat, a manager sees you as a threat, maybe you have lots of experience, previous experience, and they see you as a threat. I have come across women who tell me this, that I didn't get a job because the manager, probably the interview went really well, but I didn't get a job. Yes, Kavita, you have something to share?
I wanted to share my SWOT.
Yes.
So it's basically, I am very eager to learn and I work hard towards that. And my weakness in that is time management, which I think most of us face. And the opportunity which I've taken is training myself. I've enrolled in this Hershakti program. I've enrolled in another IBM based certification. I'm trying to, learn new things. I've finished a few programs. And my son, as all of you are saying, like competitors, but actually my son is also in the computer field. So I keep eating his head and asking him to teach me things. And we always discuss. Recently, I'll share an incident. And both of us were discussing about AI and how it is used and everything. And his friends thought that he was talking to some professor. And he told them that he's talking to his mom. They were like, "What? You're talking to your mom?" So that is the kind of conversations we have sometimes. So it's good to learn from the younger generation because they have a completely different outlook of things. So I take that. And the threat which I have faced is, as you said, bias. With the training, I might be able to overcome that. Or because even in our network, see, all of us, when we are experienced, we have a network. And when we approach those people, even they have a kind of a bias. पहले एक बार छोड़ दिया तो वापस आएंगे तो करेंगे क्या? This kind of bias, they have left the job once and they are women.
Yes.
So lots of these bias are there, which we have to, by our work, we have to work doubly hard, to overcome that kind of bias and show them. So I'm working towards, creating certain applications. Like if you want to get into the tech field nowadays, you have to be on the GitHub. You have
Yeah,
to highlight your
projects. Yeah.
portfolio. So you have to do all those things. So I'm trying to learn all those things and, try. That's where my son comes into picture because otherwise we are like lost. Ki kya karna hai? What do we have to do? So that is
That's
the kind of
nice.
thing which I have been trying to upskill myself and do. So this is what I felt was my SWOT, like the single. There are like many more, but just to highlight, right now.
Yes. So we are going to work on the SWOT once again.
Yeah.
When we do the job session,
Yeah.
that time we are going to start with SWOT. So I'm going to take up one SWOT and we are going to dissect it completely for everybody to understand how this works.
Yeah.
Right. So SWOT, it becomes very, very important because see, apart from having our previous skills, we have some previous skills which are transferable skills.
Yeah.
Some of you told you are teachers. Okay. So why not take up technical training? Can you take up technical training? Yes. That is one avenue, one opportunity for you. Okay. It's not required that you go into development only. You can do product training. That is an opportunity. So
if you have that kind of a mindset, like the teaching, this thing.
See, when you learn something, okay, not everybody will be able to teach.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying.
Yes. Some of them will be able to teach. Some of them will be able to learn it so well that they can do the work. So that is the difference. Yes, Spurti, Neha, Gitanjali, you guys.
Yeah, so I want to share this. Like many others, I have also experience of teaching into engineering colleges and all that. And then I switched to this freelancing kind of roles because I wanted to take a break 5 6 years back, and I also gave more focused time to my kids and improved their result. At that, when I was working, I was taking care of like result improvement for 120 students, maybe
Got it.
sometimes more than that. We were like more into result improvement, weak learners and all that. And then I took a break, and then I kept my focus on my own kids and their result. And now during that time, I took this trainer's role. I am a freelance robotics trainer. So when I upskilled and I like interacted with someone, that person told me, why don't you become a corporate trainer because you have been an educator. So even to become a corporate trainer, you must have some idea what happens. Like You don't start training elders. You have
See,
to have the basics.
see, Gitanjali, for that, you need a basic train the trainer. Okay. So if you take up a TTT session, train the trainer, there you will learn what are some of the skills that are required for a trainer. How do you talk to your students? How do you perform certain things? Like maybe if it's a technical training also, you will, if you go to a corporate directly, nobody's going to welcome you as a trainer. You will have to go to technical training companies and maybe take up a freelancing trainer job. Okay. And then those people will be able to put you into various corporate companies for the trainings that they will get. That's an easy route, right? Yes. So I'm just reading out SWOTs of people. Harshita, okay, we'll start from first. So Neha says she's experienced software professional and she knows programming. Weakness in the past couple of years, lot of advancement. Yes, so that weakness you're anyways going to overcome through this program. Opportunity, yes, returnee program. So your opportunity will be something that is aligning to your strengths. So you say software professional. I want you to be more specific. What software you are working? And threat, not much experience. Okay. So that you have to join in as a fresher and get that experience. A lot of times internships also help. So companies offer internship and then they absorb you as a full-timer based on your work.
Uh, Hi, Busy. Neha this side. So,
Yeah, Neha.
yeah, you just read my like thoughts.
Yeah.
So my the thread which I'm facing right now is I have around 10 and 11 years of experience in Java development. So there are lots of new technologies has come. So even though if I learn those technologies, the people ask me for the industry experience. And the other thing is, first of all, I do not have industry experience in those new technologies like microservices and all. And the other thing is they ask me why you took this much year of gap because of kids. So this thing,
Right. So
the other
Neha,
thing, I
yes.
have 10, 11 years of experience. So, so at this experience, either you become a team lead or you become a manager. So even I try to explain them I'm okay with the developer role. So they say no, we cannot take you
Right.
at a
So
developer.
see, there are a lot of companies that are taking women returnees. When you do the job session, I will definitely appraise you with more of that. Right. So I'm acknowledging everybody's SWOT. We are pressed for time. So I will not be able to read out everybody's SWOT. But what I would recommend all of you to do is to make sure that you think about how your strengths can be leveraged into opportunities. You need to address your weaknesses and mitigate potential threats. So don't worry, this is not the end of SWOT. Okay, we are going to revisit the SWOT for all of you in the job session as well. So action plan is to leverage strengths and opportunities. Uh, Yashaswini, I'll just come back to you. Steps to address weaknesses and counteract threats. Okay. Take baby steps every day. Like we cannot jump immediately. We cannot. What you're doing right now is absolutely right. You have 3 months. Okay. Make sure you are stuck to this program and nothing is taking you off this program. There can be challenges. Challenges will come. Okay. Whenever you're starting something, right, challenges will come. That is a test for you. You'll have to just make sure that you overcome this uh, particular threat. It could be any kind of challenge that is coming to you. Yes, Yashaswini, you had a question? Okay. So we move on to the professional roadblocks. I'm just going to talk very briefly about few roadblocks that you guys can face. One is communication.
Hi, Pijan.
So, yes.
I'm
Hi.
Yashaswini.
Yes, Yashaswini.
And actually, I went through a divorce and I
Mhm.
lost custody of my child.
Oh,
So
okay. So sorry to hear that. Yeah.
it has been almost 1 year, and ever since that, I have lost a lot of confidence.
Mhm.
And the reason why I joined this program was to, pull up the confidence and try to do a job, try to put things up and like that. So if you have anything to tell me specifically for that, it will be really helpful.
Yes, surely. We have a roadblock called confidence. When I speak about that, I will definitely touch base upon this. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. Okay, and trusting us basically with this. I will respond to your question, Yashaswini. We'll be reaching there, right?
Thank
So the first roadblock that all of us face is communication. When we talk about communication, it is mainly to do about what we are doing, what we are good at. We are not able to speak about that. Okay, if it is not blowing your own bugle, if you don't tell people what you are looking for, what you are good at, nobody is going to know that. So firstly, start communicating. How many of you have started communicating in this cohort? I can see around 90 people here in this session itself. So there are 300 plus women in this first cohort of Hershakti. How many people have you started talking to? Anybody? Okay. So start doing that first. Networking. Networking is very, very important. I don't have to dwell more on this because I'm sure you all have realized this by now. Networking with your ex-colleagues, networking with your current cohort, networking with the people who are there in this session. We coaches, all of us are there on LinkedIn, right? So find us out, connect with us, and keep in touch. That is networking. Resume gaps, we have a session by Rajat, and he's going to help you understand how to fill your resume gaps or how to showcase that in the resume. A lot of times, because of the resume, also you might not be getting any responses from the employers. So resume plays a very important role because that's the first interaction or first thing that goes to the company. So before even seeing you or having an interview with you, they have seen your resume. If you are rejected there, then there is no way forward. So the first step is resume. Your resume has to be made very well, which Rajat is definitely going to help you with. Technical advancements. So you all know that technical advancement has been a roadblock for you to move ahead, and that is why you are all are a part of this cohort, right? So it's a great thing that you have taken this step. What is most important is you stick by it, right? Please stick on. Like you have to choose, you can choose one specialization and maximum of two specializations. All of you have chosen one specialization for yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have chosen one or two, whatever it is, stick on to that. Again, I would like you to explore. See, until you maintain this networking with your cohort members, you will not be able to get ideas from them. You all are sailing in the same boat, right? So say somebody has taken AI/ML and they are not finding it easy. Ask in the cohort, like, I'm not finding this easy. I'm having this difficulty. What do you guys think? Should I continue or do you suggest something? This is my background. These are my strengths. Talk in the group. Lack of recent experience. This is something that people always say. You have experience, but it is almost like 5 years back, 6 years back. So how do you overcome this roadblock? Okay. Take up internships. A lot of people are ready to give internship. There are women returnee programs where the company will train you and they'll give you work. You perform well. That's how you build your recent experience. You can also do some pro bono work. if you're getting any experience letter, a project for 90 days or 30 days, some project is there. Assist people who are there in this field and tell them, you give me an experience letter. So all these are ways of having your recent experience. Limited access to flexible work arrangement. This is something that women who are looking for work from home jobs. So your specialization, whatever you have taken, please figure out or go on Google and find out whether you get remote job options for this specialization. I would recommend you to do this today itself. Okay. If you're not able to get, and also find out which companies are recruiting for the kind of skill that you are specializing in. So this is your homework. Childcare responsibilities. Some of you might be having children who are going to school or might still require your attention. So you will have to talk it out with your family members or hire a maid or hire a nanny to take care of your child in your absence. But if your child has some special requirements and you are supposed to be there at home, even then I would suggest you to hire a help, because even working from home does not mean working for home. So a lot of times people are very skeptical to give women with small kids work from home options because they feel that they will not work. And now I don't have to say, you already know that technologically there's so much of advancement that if you're not in front of your laptop or your PC or whatever, your employer might also know that you're not there. So they can install some device like that in the system. Self-confidence and imposter syndrome. So yes, here I would touch upon Yashaswini's question on how to build self-confidence. Okay.
వస్తారా సరే
I'm sorry.
ఏ నానమ్మకి తీసుకెళ్తారు పోనీ
Can you please mute yourself, guys, if you're not there, not talking to us? Avneet, can you mute?
అయ్యో పోనీ ఒకసారి వచ్చి తీసుకెళ్ళి
Yeah, thank you. So the moment money stops coming into our account, it hits our self-confidence. We all have discussed this. In the past, you were all working and now you'll have to seek help from people for your requirements, right? So that is a past thing. It is over. Now you have to look ahead in your life. Okay, you have to look at how you can build your life back again. Can anybody tell me how you can do this? How you can work on your self-confidence? First thing is having self practice affirmations, positive talks with yourself. Also, there are a lot of help in the market. You can seek support from mentors. There are coaches. And you can also, another way of having self-confidence is celebrating your small wins. Okay. How many of you celebrate your small wins? You achieved something. Do you celebrate it? Start celebrating that small wins. That will give you a lot of self-confidence. Imposter syndrome is, though you have a qualification, though you have that knowledge, you are still self-doubting yourself. Okay, Yashaswini, to answer your question on self-confidence, I think this is the right platform where you have decided to upskill yourself and keep yourself positive. Okay. I'm not sure why, the custody of you lost the custody of your child. But maybe if it was related to a job and you not standing on your, not being able to work, this is the right platform. Start working, earn good money, and then maybe you can go back to that. Implicit bias. So this is something that is there in the society where people think that women with breaks cannot work, returnees are not good enough, etc. So you have to get in touch with companies or work with companies who have these diversity kind of a background and people who have structured hiring process. Also, if you are coming across any such bias, you can also speak about that. But this is there in the society. One person cannot change it. But things are changing. 2015, when I wanted to get back to work, I had a lot of problem. But now it is not that. Because everybody is into diversity and inclusivity, people are taking women, people are taking the third gender into work, and all these things are happening. So eliminate your comfort zone, procrastination, barriers, obstacles, distraction and time wasters, and your limiting mindset and belief. This is an assignment. Please take a picture of this. This is an assignment for this um, session. This is available on Springboard. So you will have to complete this. Saving time by setting goals and assessment. There's an assessment. Right? Please take a picture. Yes. Yes. On the dot, we have completed the session. I'm open for any questions and answers. Thank you so much for being lovely participants.
Vijay, this is Geeta. Quick question.
Yes, Geeta.
Yeah, is this 2 courses or 1 course? I can see two.
It is 2.
2 courses?
Yes.
Okay. The second course doesn't have a name, or it just says intermediate there?
Yeah, it is an assessment. I'll do one thing. I will share the links to these with Avneet, and she will put it in your group.
Sure, that would help. Thank you.
Yeah, I will send the links.
Hi, Bijal.
Yes.
Bijal, this is Sonia here. I'm a
Hi,
little
Sonia.
confused about the timings of the session. The email which I had received was for 3 to 4:30.
3 to 4:30 also we have a session.
It's the same session or
It's the same session, yes.
Okay. Because I just happened to click on the link and there was a session which was going on. So I was a little confused. Am I late or have I missed in
No.
something?
So since the number of participants are huge,
Okay.
we didn't want to do a webinar. See, what happens in the webinar is participant interaction is not there.
Okay.
Right? So it becomes very one way. So we have put you guys into like different batches.
Okay.
So we start with first batch at 10:30, sorry, at 11 to 12:30. And the second one will start from 3 to 4:30.
Okay. So
Ma'am,
again,
Mona here.
the same applies for tomorrow also, correct?
Yes. So if you have given a 3 o'clock time, then you can join at that time.
Okay, yeah, because the email which I had received in that, it was 3 to 4:30.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Mona, yes.
Ma'am, how can we choose that time slot, ma'am? Like 3 to 4:30 like that. If we are not available in the morning session, can we opt for the afternoon session like that?
So how this works is if you're coming to the morning session, then
Okay.
you will stick on to the morning sessions only.
Okay, because previously I had selected for a evening session, but I continuously received the morning session timings. That's how I want. Even though I didn't find time, I had to join. So is it possible for me to shift to a evening session one?
Okay. Avneet, can you please connect with her and see if this change can be possible? Swati?
Yes, Bijal.
Yes. So please see if this change is possible for
Sure,
her.
Bijal.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mona will call you like after the session. Okay, we'll sort it out.
Thank you.
Okay. Alekia. Okay, I'm sorry. Alekia, you are there. Okay.
Yes.
Right. All right, guys.
Vijay, one last question. This is Geeta again.
Yes, Geeta.
I just want to know the schedule. I mean, I know we have sessions on Thursdays for the tech part. Are we going to have sessions like this on Mondays as well? Just want to know what days of the week we should keep aside for these live,
Okay.
sessions, if you can clarify.
Okay. Alekia, please get in touch with Geeta. Post this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Vishal.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you all have, all these questions related to the sessions and all can be taken up by the Spock at Hershakti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geeta, you can call me anytime,
more
like after
point
the
to
session.
mention, the group that we're all part of in WhatsApp, the Hershakti group, is an admin-only group in the sense that the admin only can send messages. So we are unable to write back in that group if we have any questions. So there is no single, channel where we can ask her clarifications if at all there's anything.
Gita,
It's only
You can write
receiving.
an email.
message them privately.
Yeah, there is an email ID that is shared. See, what
Okay.
will happen is if there are more than 300 participants and it becomes very chaotic because sometimes, and not only chaotic, if you write a question, okay, and somebody writes another question, just imagine like 10, 15 people writing, then your question is not even answered, right? So if there is anything specific, you can definitely write to the SPOC email ID that is there, and your
Yeah.
questions will definitely be answered.
And please, you can contact us also for any queries. We are here
Yeah,
for that.
Alekia is of
Yes.
amazing.
Me and Avneet are there. Like we'll
Avneet,
sort it out
Alekia,
for every
Swati.
queries.
They all are there. If you have any questions related to change of timing, I would just recommend you not to do that. The reason being, it has taken a lot of time for us to, actually group you down into various sessions, right? So just stick on to your own timing. That will be great. Yes. Any other questions? I've shared my LinkedIn ID. I request you guys, you can connect with me here. And if you have any questions, you can text me on LinkedIn. I'm available. I'm normally very quick. But if I miss your questions, then I will definitely respond to you as soon as I have a look at them. Okay. Okay.
So hi,
Thank
Vijay.
you. Yes.
I mean, it's not a question, but I just need a clarification. So, in phase one, whatever the training we are having from Hershakti, so it's like we are getting brushed up psychologically, like our mindset, and then we are getting a technical knowledge of all the basics, right? Like
Yes.
whatever agile and this design thinking, everything. So we are getting a basic mindset refresh, and also we are getting the technical
Yes.
basics correctly, right? So
Yes.
then the phase two starts. And so I have two questions for Hershakti team. So after 12, I was not able to access the Springboard dashboard, I mean, the application, or else the portal. So is there any maintenance or something? So, since after 12 o'clock night, since that is the time I get to focus more on, whatever I study. So that is the time I look up to study. So if there is any maintenance so that the team can just say it, so we will try to shift the time for whatever we try to learn. Okay. And the second thing is like, as they have mentioned in uh, phase one, right?
Yeah, I think you can take this question offline. You can just connect with them offline and you can take this
Avneet.
question. Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Right. So I hope this session was helpful for everybody. Okay. And I look forward to meeting you all in the next session. Along with the assignment that will come your way, I request all of you to please work on your SWOT. Because the next session, we are going to start with SWOT. I don't think we spend 20 minutes on SWOT, but I think you require more um, assistance or support to understand this better. So please do your SWOT. Any questions you have, make a note of it. I'm more than happy to work on this with you on our next session. All right? Okay.
Hey, Pichal, one question. I have also mailed about it, but there is no clarification. Like if I practice something in Springboard, like whatever topic it is, but it is a kind of lecture only. There is no platform or tools where I can practice it. So how can I practice those particular topics? Like if someone is learning C++ or Java, they need some software to practice that coding.
They have a play. They did mention that they have a playground, some kind of a thing. Is that not working?
No, I didn't get that playground. Okay, I will check and get back to you.
Yeah, there is something called playground.
Okay.
Okay, so that will be helpful for you.
Okay, sure.
Any other questions? So how's the Josh? Can't
Hi,
hear.
ma'am.
Unmute,
Hi.
unmute, unmute.
ma'am.
Unmute
Hi.
yourselves. How's the Josh?
Hi.
Hi, ma'am.
Very high.
Yeah. So Guys, remember 60,000 thoughts and how many positive, how many negative, it's in your hand, right? So when we have two wolves, there's a story I'm sure you'd all have heard. There were
Yes,
two
yes.
wolves, and one is positive and one is negative. After 15 days, which wolf will live? The one that is fed,
Yes.
right? So you need to know what to feed into your mind. Don't lose focus.